Good evening all, I hope we are all doing well. Welcome to Affinity Racing. We've got ourselves a new stream setup. Now, this camera is a different camera. It doesn't look too different at the moment, however. We've got a new lens to go onto this camera, but the stream itself is different. We're back on this side now, which is different, but anyway, right. So this is how the stream looked before. Let me know what you think. This is how the stream's going to look after. So this is the before. So this is where we were, except we were facing the other way. So instead of me looking that way, I was looking that way, down at the track. But now we've got the camera on the other side. So this is how the stream looked before. Big drum roll, big reveal. This is how the stream is now going to be looking, at least for the rest of this week. We're going to give it a go and see what we reckon. Here's to hoping everything works and loads when we go on to the next scene on Streamlabs, because it's the first time streaming it. I've done a quick test and it worked fine, but let's try. Here we go. Bosh. Does it work? Does it work? Does it work? It certainly does. It certainly does. There we go. Right, so in this bottom corner down here, oh, there we go, straight in, should be chat beneath me. Right beneath me is the stream goal that we have. I've set it to 5,000. We are trying to hit 2,000 this evening, if we can do. Kevin as well, how are we doing? I'm all good, thanking you. Hope you are as well. Dennis as well. We are aiming to hit 2,000 tonight, if we can. We've got 25 subscribers that we need to get to hit 2,000 tonight. If not, we should hopefully do it tomorrow on stream. But it looked a little bit ridiculous when the entire bar was filled red. You couldn't actually see anything that was left. So I've set it to 5,000 because that's ultimately going to be the next goal. So hopefully we hit 2,000 tonight, or we hit 2,000 tomorrow, or at least at some point this week. So this is the new stream. This is the new setup. I'm pretty happy with how it looks. Let me know if you think otherwise. And also, do let me know genuinely if there's any actual feedback, anything that you want to see different, or anything that... I'm aware, obviously, the gameplay screen's going to be a little bit smaller, but I think I would rather that than me be over the top of things and covering up half the information that you can't see. So, let me know your thoughts on this. We're going to try it out for the first time. Yeah, see what we reckon, basically. So, I'm hoping, because now I've got two capture cards running into this. So I've got one for the camera, which needs an HDMI capture card, and the usual one for the PlayStation. We've now got two running in. The last time that I tried this on my previous laptop, it blew up the entire stream, and it didn't work very well. But it looks as if it's stable enough, steady enough, and we're all good to go. So, first race of the week, Nurburgring. We're going to stream every single night this week, or at some point during the day. Every day this week, we are going to get at least a handful of races in at this track. Brand new stream setup. Let me know your thoughts. We're going to jump straight in. We're starting in the NSX, only because I was driving that the other day. So that is going to be the plan. Now the only thing, since we don't have any tyre wear, or we don't have any tyres to be considering or thinking about in terms of weather, it looks as if this is going to be an absolutely dry race. I'm fairly confident that it will be, considering it's the 24-hour layout as well. And oh, we're all sideways. It's the 24-hour layout as well, so it's a longer lap. But also, let's just get past this chap here, side by side. We both stay on the track, unlike many instances of the Austin Grand Prix yesterday. I don't think there's going to be rain, because this is a 25-minute race, a 25-minute slot, and if you have rain and you're out on the slicks, that is going to take more than 25 minutes, probably to complete one lap, as we've seen many times, let alone 3. Kevin not feeling well. There's quite a few viruses going around. Track limits is... Wow! Track limits is very strict. That is horrible. That you can't see that behind me, but I've got the door open because the aircon unit is broken, and so the blind keeps flapping as if someone's trying to open it. And we've been launched into the hairpin. Also a good start. Luckily no penalty for us on that one. This is a rather horrific start. Starting on the... or racing on the hard tyres as well, which makes things even more difficult. But we don't have the 1 hour long slot that we had on previous... the last time that the Nurburgring came up. I may have chose the wrong car for this. I'm going to be honest. But yeah, Kevin, hope you're feeling better soon. I know a few people that's been down with colds and flus and that time of year. So hopefully you're feeling better soon, buddy. What's people's thoughts overall on this particular layout? Do you feel like you can still see and understand everything clearly enough? The only thing I'm well aware then is that the gameplay screen, the information on the screen's a bit smaller. But at least you can see it and don't have me covering it up. Jonathan, how we doing? Hope we're all well. Welcome to the new setup. Hope we're all good. Right, we started P11. A good result is right in front of us, considering, like, there's P8. But we've got ourselves a 6-second penalty, which is rather catastrophic. There we go. Someone binning it, which I fully expect we will do at some point in this race. Jumping into this one without any practice, so it's pretty much guaranteed, let's be fair. Hard tyres doesn't half make this one difficult though. Oh! Someone's gone. Fuel would have been a good one to have thought about, I would say, though. The Supra's looking good round here. Yeah, it's up on the all the top times, isn't it? Porsche as well. Was rammed in nearly every corner. Oh, that sounds about right, doesn't it? Sadly. Oh! Oh! Oh, too busy looking at chat. What a wally. Cheech, how we doing? Akil, how we doing? I was too busy reading chat there. What a dipstick. If there's one track you shouldn't be letting yourself get distracted on, it's the Nurburgring. Well, this first race is going to go horrifically. Now, I was talking to John earlier, I was saying what I thought about doing. I'll have to double check how many Group 3 cars there is, but I thought about doing a challenge where we attempt every single car across the week, because we're going to stream every single day. How many Group 3 cars are there in total, and how many races would we have to do? Well, it would be the number of cars, obviously, but that's how many races we'd have to do to try and use every single car on the game, or available to us on the game. Oh! Woo! Oh no, gone too wide. Right, we're about to serve one of the worst penalties motorsport has ever seen. 6 seconds is bad enough, but serving it at this point on a track like the Nurburgring is just grim. Oh, horrific. Right, let's just pretend that never happened and carry on. Do we have to do a mandatory pit stop here? I don't think that there was there? I certainly didn't look to see if there was. I should have done. Woo! 33 seconds off the lead, and we've only done 1 lap of this track. Right, 8:45. No mandatory pit. Well, that's isn't that great? Awful. Just simply awfully driven that was. Oh no. Oh, God. Why does this car feel so awful around here? Oh, no. Watch that be a penalty as well. There we go. Matt, how are we doing? Where's the DD sponsor coming? If only. If only. I need to be driving a hell of a lot quicker than this for a start, I would say. Could be worse. We could have just binned it like he did. Egg, absolutely. Do we actually have momos in our chat? Oh dear. Has it finally happened? Welcome, welcome. 35.1 to the lead. This could not have gone any worse, this race, could it? No way at all. think we've actually had the pleasure of racing momos yet on track properly, on this game at least anyways, I don't think. There might be a video somewhere, but I think Kimmy is the only one. I think I have, maybe. Can't remember, we do that many now. Oh my god! Really? That is a part of the track I very rarely make a mistake on, and we're finding every single part of the track to completely balls up at the moment. Oh, there's another one. Oh, oh, off the grass, if you don't mind. Goodness me, what's going on here? What is going on? Jeez. Yeah, maybe the NSX wasn't the best idea I've ever had. Potentially. Keep on swimming. I wish we had some swimming to think about. In terms of some downpours of weather, that would be a bit better. Dear, dear, dear. The fun thing about driving the NSX is all of the tiny little micro corrections that you have to make in, through and out of a corner. But the fun thing about it is that you never quite know which way you're going to need to make the correction. Group 4 NSX feels quite nice, but this has just proven to be a little bit of a handful, at least on the hard tyres. Maybe it's because we're so used to racing it on the softs. The past few combos that we've had for manufacturers, of which we've been racing on this car, has all been soft and medium. Oh god, come on. Racing hard tyres, absolutely brutal. Yeah, Group 2 NSX. I think that's what I'm probably used to racing. I'm so used to the Group 2. That's the problem. Right, we'll put this one down as a practice and a very big learning curve at that. Oh, totally, completely outbraked. Oh dear. I tell you what, for this remainder of this atrocious race, our thoughts on the F1 yesterday, as everybody watched it, I'm sure everybody by now has seen the headlines. What on earth is our thoughts on that? What is our thoughts? I thought turn one I knew wouldn't get looked at because of it being turn one. But I thought, you know what, honestly, if it was anybody else and it was the other way around, you know Red Bull would be arguing like crazy for it. Or against it, depending on whatever favours them. And the one with Lando, I understand the notion that Lando got the move done off the track and so it just shouldn't have stood, but I don't know, it just, for me, where do you stand with it when the car that you're attacking has also gone off the track? Otherwise you would just defend that way, you would just defend every lap and go off the track. Cover the inside line and literally just drive in a straight line, make no intention of cornering, and then you know, according to the rule book, your opponent cannot overtake you. Such a bizarre set of circumstances. O'Leary, yeah, put gravel there, 100%, yeah, I mean, that's the straight after the race on Sky, all of them were saying that, and I was just absolutely agreed. The problem is, I think, because any of the tracks that's also heavily used for like the MotoGP or any of the bike series, they don't like the gravel, do they? So obviously fine for a car to go drive into a load of gravel, but a little bit more risky and difficult for a bike to do so. The problem being as well is that if in that particular one, if Max did hold on to the position, then as far as everyone else, or myself and hopefully everyone else would see, is that Lando got the penalty because he gained the position, so it was leaving the track and gaining a lasting advantage. But Verstappen would have done the same by the two of them leaving the track. Lando having nowhere to go. And Max holding on to the position and therefore the lasting advantage, because Lando's momentum by that point is totally lost in terms of that specific corner. I don't mean like his momentum across the race. I mean that specific corner. In having to back out, so then you can't attack the next corner. You've got to line the next corner up the exit of that one. So you just do that every lap. You know you've got another half a lap of safety, because then they're still having to catch up from the couple of tenths, half a second, whatever that they'll have lost by running off the track and having to lift to make sure you stay in front. So yeah, it's an interesting one. It won't be the end of it though, or it won't be the last incident that we see. Giving him the position back there, making sure he holds on to that one. Right, so our first race has been nothing short of a disaster. Let's make sure our next one is nothing short of amazing. What do we think of Group 1 at Watkins Glen? That's an interesting daily race B, isn't it? Wouldn't have put money on that one coming up. Group 1 at Watkins Glen sounds like a good way to lose SR. Is that what you're saying? I'd agree if so. We're certainly going to lose DR on this track though, on this race. An 8:20 to cross the line on that one. Yeah, plenty of incidents where Lewis was done for. I think the Brazil 21 would have been a bigger issue if Lewis didn't get the position later on in the race. I think that would have been a much bigger issue if Max had held on to it. Hit the like, spread the love. Absolutely, Jonathan. Thanking you. Right, we're going to jump straight back into this one then. Look at that. We only get a minute before we're straight into the next race. So let's quickly decide what car we're going in. It's either going to be the Supra or it's going to be the Porsche. We'll go the Supra, and then we'll do the Porsche after. Right, overall, no one's really mentioned the actual new layout on the stream. What do we think? Also... Oh, has it gone off? There we go. The new webcam, you will see, pulls focus, because we've got an actual DSLR camera. I used to stream with this for a little bit, and then I went back to the Logitech. And I'm going to try and set the Logitech up so that we have foot pedals as well. Foot pedals? So that we have a pedal cam as well. Which would be good. Corvette after. We'll give it a go. We're going to have plenty of time. We'll probably stream till about 10:30. So we'll get at least 5 races in. Yeah, I love Carlos. Carlos is mega. Absolutely mega. How we doing, Jim? Hope we're all well, buddy. Hope we're all well. Like you smashed. Absolute hero. What do you reckon of the new layout, Jim? Are you a fan? Yeah, BRZ is indeed the Subaru. Pixel in this one as well. Pixel also starting at the back. No quality time set. Magic. Yeah, if you haven't done so already, please do hit the like button on the stream. And we're edging ever closer towards hitting 2,000 subscribers. Be amazing if we hit 2,000 this week, hopefully. James, how we doing? We're on to a winner now. Great to see the whole game screen just looks very small on your phone, yeah. I think that's the problem at the moment as well. I'm trying to work out how we can have not everything be covered up by me, because I also felt like when I was in the bottom corner of the game screen, and if someone was to my left hand side, you then weren't seeing them at all, apart from I know the radar's there, but not always the same thing, is it? Oh so yeah, but anyways, we'll see how we get on with this one, starting from the back. Well, we're right to the back now in the Supra. This thing at time feels like more of a boat than the M6, especially on a hard set of tyres. Awful, horrible feeling to drive most of these Group 3s on the hard compound. Let's go. You're in Germany. What are you doing over there, James? Are you on a holiday or something? Almost. This guy is all over the track, both sides. One person gone off. Just going to say, how's his rejoin? We don't have to worry about that though, he comes on behind. Unsure of whether I could really trust that guy there. Went one side, it seemed like he covered it. Went to the other side, seemed like he covered that. Oh! So very nearly got wiped out by him there. Oh, he's just got to be so careful on the hard tyres. It's... oh. Horrible. Stu, how are we doing? Hope we're all good. What are you reckon of the new stream? The new setup? Oh, slight moment there on the way in. All good for now though. Just going to brake earlier here, just in case. There we go, a little bit of contact. Robin still stays in front there. I've got no idea how. Drops out of the carousel and still ends up being quicker on the way around. Oh, contact, that one's my fault. Just going to say, Billy's just going to unghost at the middle of the apex there, isn't he? Oh, I thought I'd just gone square onto the curve there. I thought I'd got that all wrong. Right, past the BMW. We jump straight into the slipstream of the Porsche. And we're going to go past the Porsche. Right, up to P10. Can we close on to any of these guys up ahead? Oh, you Wally! Oh, God. What a nightmare this is turning out to be. Signature move early, absolutely. 2 laps too early. Oh my God, the understeer. I'm obviously totally overestimating what I think is possible on these hard tyres. Driving like a bit of a dipstick at the moment. Oh, actual full 3, like 2 spins. 2 full 360s. Absolutely not needed. Driving like it's Friday already. Oh, you would think. What the hell's going on here? Why is it... Honestly... Does anybody enjoy racing on the hard tyres? Ah! Ah! Oh. Really? Jeez. Jeez, what is going on? Round and round, alright. What is going on here? The first lap was not too bad. I don't know why people are going into the pits unless they've just absolutely given up. ACC Tuesday, yeah, the new Evo is out now as well, isn't it? I wanted to get onto that. Yellow flags down here. Evo wasn't out. All right, okay. I've seen some people doing like first view of the, so maybe they've got it early then. Some people doing reviews of ACC. Obviously the big names. So I was assuming it might have been out. They've obviously had a pre-release look at it then. I don't know. I'll be honest, I've never clicked on any of the videos to see what they were actually looking at. Maybe they were just looking at the trailers. In that case, then I assumed the game was out because it was like full look at the, you know, like first look at the game or review of. I never clicked on any of them anyway yet, so they were on my list to have a watch of. But maybe they're just reviewing trailers or some extra footage that's came out about it then. Oh my god. Oh! Oh, Pixel's gone. Keep going, Pixel. Don't give in. Don't let the Nurburgring defeat you. Yeah, preview of a game at an event probably, yeah, you're right. The guys behind me doing even worse than me. They've been, I mean, we probably done worse in the last race, I think, in the NSX than what those guys have done behind us at the moment. We've had an absolute nightmare of a race though. 15 seconds to the next position. What a shambles. Yeah, I've driven pretty bad. Let's say we're not used to the hard tyres. That would be my excuse. Right, 58.9 is the gap to the leader. I'm not saying that because I think I can close or get the race win, but I want to be less than that by the time this lap ends. If I can. He's setting an 8:07. Oh, I tell you what, I can't be any more than a minute behind the leader by the time this lap ends. That's my challenge. I cannot be any more than a minute behind the leader. So from now, I can't drop any more than 7/10 to him, which is going to be pretty difficult considering I've just lost a 10th already. .3. Let's keep the gap above a minute if we can. Unless that's going to be a penalty. Ah! And the gap's 1 minute to the leader already. Right, Billy's the next one. 15 seconds up the road. I don't think we're close to him unless he makes a mistake. Right, what do we think our lap time will be? We might as well have ourselves a little bit of a guessing game. I think all of our races are going to be from the back unless we want to take a slot out to do some quali time. It'll mean all our races will be from the back. Oh, no. That was going well up until then. Literally, I know I'm going to spin. Why do I keep my foot down like that? Why do I think, oh, I'll be able to save that? Do you think in the real world, if you're wheel spinning at 75 mile an hour, that you just keep your foot in? Oh! Oh, you complete dipstick. Pixel's going to get past us here, I think. If we're not careful. Yeah, you reckon 90 seconds? We'll have to bin it one more time, but we'll probably not be far off. Look at that. That is still... That is how bad our race has gone. This is still our best lap. By like a ridiculously huge margin. Oh, dearie me. Tragic. Tragic. Right, we're probably... Well, that was for a start was an absolute nightmare of a race. I mean, can it get much worse? Right, we'll go again. Should we try the Porsche? The Porsche does. I'm not a fan of the Porsche at the moment, to be honest. Probably go with James. James suggested. Do I have the AMG? Yeah, 20. I'm probably going to go for the Merc. James suggested the Merc, and I think it's probably not a bad shout. We'll see if we can give this one a go. How do I say the name? Oh, I'm still looking over there. I think my camera's over there. How do I say the name of the last chap to have just commented there? MARQN. At first, I actually read it and thought it said moron, but I thought, surely not, that's not right. That's how bad my eyesight is. Mark, M-A-R-Q, Marken? Or is it two separate words that I can't distinguish? Let me know so I can make sure I pronounce that right. But otherwise, hello, thank you so much for tuning in. Moron is true. I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's not. Thank you so much for tuning in though, buddy. Really appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Starting at the back for this one. In the Merc. Hopefully we get ourselves a good race this time round. A few people with not so great internet connection as it stands at the moment. O'Leary in this one as well. Janssen. Pato. We're recognising everyone in this one, actually. Oh, Chaos and Mayhem as well. Right, we know everybody in this one. Let's get the 12 bytes on the go. Wonderful. Right, P14 for this one. Third race, starting from the back. Fingers crossed. Yeah, we'll try the BRZ afterwards as well. Mercedes for this one though. BRZ next, absolutely. I wouldn't mind trying the Alpha 4C there, I've just spotted as well. We'll give that a go. Predictions in then. Where can we end up for this one? If you say last, you're probably correct, but please be a little bit more... have a bit more belief. Right, definitely going to have to be one gear up out of every single corner here. Someone going for a bit of a dive. He makes it stick. I would say that one's fair enough. Oh. There's me saying we need to be one gear up out of every corner, and we immediately first gear. What a div. Right, come on. This is going to be the short shift machine, this is. Hold your breath through that hairpin, honestly. It's such a horrible corner, but equally amazing at the same time. Rain this week? No, unfortunately not. I don't think that there will be. There's been no combos reported with any rain so far today, so I think it will be the same all the way through the week. Plus, it's a 25-minute race, 3 laps at 8 minutes each. You only got about a minute or so spare by the time you're getting out of these lobbies, so I think if there was rain, it would push you over the 30-minute time slot, which they obviously don't want. Right, the Merc feels definitely a lot better, a bit more comfortable than either of the two we've been in so far. Maybe it's because so far we've managed to short shift as and where. Keep it on, keep it on. I'm short shifting here, just let him in front. There we go. Right, is this race going to be just a little bit better? Fingers crossed. That feels good. Oh, don't want to be cutting the grass that much. Does the port handle lovely though, because I've had the last few times that we've been in it, the lift off oversteer, it feels very unpredictable. Big snap of oversteer there. Well, sorry. I had what I thought was going to be a big snap of oversteer and corrected before the car even moved. And then the oversteer never came. It did that time though. Oh, look at these three here. Side by side. Desperately trying to close to these guys up ahead now. We've got 3 cars here and then another group of 3 in front of them. Here we go. Shu having a bit of a nightmare in the Alpha as well, look. Oh, someone's off. Jansen's gone. Ooh! That gap closed very quickly there. Shu's just gone into the back of O'Leary there. Slowed him down just a smidge. We're going to be able to have that. Go! Got the run down the straight as well. Shu's going to follow us. Right, up to P8. So far, so good. Good result. If we can hold on to it, up to P8. Anyone going to work with us yet? No, they're going to fly past us, of course. Come on. Almost completely binge shoot in the Alpha there. Yeah, yeah, we're back here on Saturday for the GP layout, absolutely, for manufacturers. Come on, switch back. That was a brilliant switchback, that, wasn't it? You dipstick. I was too busy there watching the radar and the cars ahead. And in my head, I was actually about to say the words, is this going to be a quadruple switchback? And then at that point, I'm facing the wrong way. What a wally. Got ahead of myself there. And sadly, I didn't get ahead of anybody else. Only myself. Right, I still think there'll be a chance that comes up to end up on the back of those guys again, because they're going to be fighting like crazy on the nose slifer. Keep pushing, absolutely. Yeah, not managed a single clean lap yet. Oh no, too far. Just held on to that one. Right, O'Leary's just under 8 seconds up the road. Right, the Mercs felt a lot more planted and a lot more stable and so much better all round than both of the first cars that we tried. Really, really preferring this one for sure. Right, there we go. Big group of cars up front now. 3.5 is the gap to the next position. Any times for reference? Are you asking me there? Are you meaning lap times there? Sorry, or no? What you meaning? If you mean in lap times, then Carl, who's up top's just set at 8.16. We're up into P8 there. O'Leary's next position ahead. P7, 3.8. Our lap times are well off the pace though. There's no way we've actually set a purple sector, surely not. Oh, we're still on purple laps so far. How on earth is this? Oh, he's been unlucky there, the Toyota behind us. It looked potentially, I don't know if he got pushed off, but it looked as if he was trying to get back on track by cutting across, and it just reset him completely. Oh, God. Right, P6 for this one then. So far. Oh, come on. .8 to shoot. Further up the road there. Right, this Merc I'm definitely recommending, because even though we're on the hard tyres, it's definitely felt like that in the other cars, but in the Merc it feels like we're on the mediums. Like, in comparison, the difference out of the corners feels so much better. Now, I don't know if that's because it's slower and it just feels a lot more comfortable. Oh, we just got launched there. I don't know if he meant to do that there, or if he was thinking we were going to go to the left so we could have the apex there. Right, now we're still setting purple sectors everywhere. I don't know if that means it's just purple this lap, as in we've set the quickest ones this lap 3 here. Because I don't think I'm going to be setting an 8.16, surely not. Or beating an 8.16. Potentially at the moment though, what do we reckon? Definitely been our strongest race so far anyway. Yeah, but purple means beat time in, like, being the quickest overall, but I just wouldn't have thought that I was quicker than the guy who was P1 setting actual fastest laps, but I guess we'll soon find out. See what we cross the line in. I think we lose a bit of time on the straights in comparison to some of the other cars. Still 1 second up though. Could we be on for fastest lap here, do we think? Not like that, we won't be. Come on. Oh, someone's just set an 8:14. Well, look at that. We were actually going to be... We were rightfully getting purple sectors, but someone just behind us was obviously a little bit quicker each time round. There we go. Well, that was a good race, that. It was a good race, but there's something about this combo that just doesn't quite hit the mark in the way that the last race and the last combo did. The last time that we had this... Have we got 2 BRZs here, by the way, or not? Just double checking. No. The last time that we had this, we had a much better combo. For a start, the race was an hour. We had weather to think about as well. We had a lot more going on. We had likely pit stops, which we had to do because most of the time of the rain. And then even if there was no rain, you still had the thought in the back of your head is, do we push for, I think it was 6 laps in total. So do we do the, do we pit every 2 laps, or do we try and go along and just pit once and do 3 laps, and whatever the differences were. That was such a much better combo than what we've got here. It just feels like it's missed the mark ever so slightly. It's still a great race. Obviously, it's the Nurburgring, so the track itself dictates how good the race is going to be, which is always mega. But just overall, I don't know. What do we think? It feels like it's missed the mark ever so slightly. Could be better. Simon, how are we doing? Very nice new setup. Thanking you very much, buddy. Appreciate that. Very kind. Yeah, I'm happy with it. It took a little while. We probably spent about 4 or 5 hours trying to put all of this together, but got there in the end. You can't really see the chat underneath though, can you? So I might potentially might take that out. I don't know. What was I gonna? I was gonna type something there. Now I've forgotten what it was. Oh yeah. Right, another 2 races then. Hopefully we can have another 2 good ones. Alpha 155 around here. It's a great little car, that, isn't it? The Alpha. Right, we've got everybody in here again, basically, don't we? Get the formalities in. Job's a good one. Yeah, yeah, it is. It's a good car. I love the Alphas. I wish the Alpha, the Group 4C was a bit more competitive. I love the Group 3. Also wish that was a bit more competitive. Both great cars. Right then, starting from the back once again. We're in the BRZ this time round. No idea, realistically. I'm driving from memory on this one. I know that in the lower gears, it was an absolute beast of a car to try and handle. Great on the soft tyres. I've got no idea how well it's going to be, or how easy or difficult it's going to be trying to attempt this one on the hard tyres. A few people have suggested it though. Hopefully all with good reason. Third gear is a nice long range gear, so you're not spending a lot of your time trying to shift through the gears on the exit of a lot of these corners. Whoa, someone's gone. Now look at that, third gear all the way through there, lovely stuff. Right, feels alright, you know, I've got to say that. Really, really low to the ground this car, isn't it? Really planted car. As I just go a little too much on the throttle. Oh, this is actually a great little car, this is. What a great shout. Whose suggestion was this one? What a great shout. I don't know if it's just, if I'm comparing myself to everybody else in front who's also obviously in a load of traffic, but otherwise, this does feel like a really, really nice car. Oh, just going to slot in behind the Alpha here. Just course through quite a bit of that there. All the way to the outside if we dare. Oh, he's being hit by someone. Oh, feels good, this car. What a great suggestion. It didn't feel like this the last time I drove it. It felt like an absolute death trap. That's why I've not been in it since. Oh, surely everybody's got to be in this car. This is awesome. Well, again, it feels it at the moment. Is it on the straights where we are going to lack a little bit with this, do we think? We're still knocking 173, 74 potentially in the slipstream. Oh, that lift off. I don't even know what you call it. So you have oversteer. Then you take your foot off and then it just points back in the direction that you were initially trying to go. That sort of... You've almost got to take your foot off but do it slowly. Because as it snaps back into position, that's enough to catch you off guard. We're going to try and go around the outside here. Someone's coming off. Oh, there we go. Wasn't a bit of carnage there. P11 for us at the moment. Oh, wasn't expecting everybody to slam the brakes on like that. Well, I mean, I was, because it was we're coming up to a corner, obviously. But not to Constantina quite that much. So we're running wide. We're going to get straight past him there. Genuinely, this car feels like it's some, like, it's mega. I can't really explain why until you're in it. feels like everybody else is driving with balance of power, and this car has somehow managed to skip getting nerfed on the way in. It's almost gone. Right, it might be from 4th gear onwards where it's definitely struggles there, but for a lot of this track, the acceleration of this thing is absolutely mega. Once we get up past maybe 130, the very top end of the gear, it feels like anyways that it just tails off. Again, that might be in comparison to everybody else. Got a lift there, losing loads of time having a lift. That's always a bit uncomfortable. No. Almost wiped him out there. I thought he was trying to drop back down into the carousel. Oh, 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 oh. Right, one lap of the Nurburgring in this car is pretty intense, I've got to say that much. And right on cue. Git. Just when I was saying how great this car was to drive. Ah! Dirty tyres. Dirty tyres, absolutely. Well, we're well off the pace now. Bugger. No way. No way. Man. No. Yeah, it obviously struggles on the straight lines, but look at the acceleration that we have out of most of these corners. Anything below 4th gear, this is a tremendous race car. And then as soon as you're 4th gear and above, then you're wishing that you were in the Mercedes or the Supra. Which is bizarre. See if you watch the number in red. Out of this corner. 482. Oh, we're a 10th down there. That's not a good good example. Haha. Oh, honestly. What a nightmare. Driving like it's Friday again. Definitely. Should we back out and do some quali? Ah! IE, I am asking your permission to rage quit. T-shirt time. How are you then? You don't need to suggest that to me twice. Right, we'll get 2 laps in here then. For any new faces just joining, sorry that we rage quit. It does happen, well, more often than it should do. It doesn't happen all the time, but as James says though, we'll go for the T-shirt game. So, any new faces, people tuning in for the first time, this is what we do. Oh, no. I just realised we haven't entered properly. Sorry. This is what we do. If you can guess correctly my qualifying time, what is my lap for the fastest lap of the session? Oh, we've got to... Oh, we can't not enter. Ugh. We might as well just wait a minute. We're going to get 1 lap in. New subscriber, Ian. Oh, hang on a minute. We got ourselves... What we got there? It doesn't give a proper name, or unless that is just gibberish that someone's put in. But thank you for the donation. I don't know who to thank because that is the name that it comes up. I don't know if you can see it or not. Does it come up with a notification here? If I do that? No, it doesn't. But it should say it down the bottom. It'll say it down the bottom on the screen. You can't see the name at all. It says SLIDF70B61C6-. So if you are SL_ID_F70B61C6-, then thank you very much for the donation. But unfortunately, oh, there we go. Oh, it's Jonathan. Was it Jonathan? Why does it come up like that then? SL_ID and all that gibberish. Why does it say that? Well, thank you very much, buddy. Don't blow it all on chocolate. Absolutely not. You were correct. What a hero. So that should come up on the bottom of the screen now. Well, it does come up on the bottom of the screen, so you'll be able to see that there. Who is the new subscriber as well? Does it say new subscriber? Latest subscriber, it still says is Ian on here anyways. Neil, sorry, not Ian. We haven't tried the M6 yet. No, we haven't tried the M6 yet, Bill, but it's be on the list, definitely. We'll give it a go. Because he's banned from using his usual email. There we go. Well, we'll not ask questions. Thank you very much, Jonathan. Very kind, buddy. You didn't have to. I'm sure by now you know that you don't have to. But what an absolute hero. Right, 13 minutes, 50 seconds to get ourselves in a lap. So if we've been it halfway through, we can absolutely start again. Right. Let's see what our lap time is going to be looking like. If we can get as close to an 8:10 as possible, I'll be happy with that. But I very much doubt it overall, or at least on a first flying lap. Let's not be too ambitious, but get your guesses in what our lap time will be. Right, nicely done through the Schumacher S. Ian's the latest subscriber. Fair enough. Thank you very much, Ian. Very, very kind of you. Really appreciate it, buddy. It's still showing as Neil on the thing at the bottom, but it might take a minute or two, or a bit more than that now, to update. Yeah, I seen Simon in. Yeah. Lyle as well, how are you doing? Are you racing tonight, buddy, or not? Right, get your guesses in anyways. Has anyone actually put a guess in? Someone has. 8:20 something. I'll check that in a minute. Is that James's guess? If so, it'll probably be a treble six, I assume. Of course it is. Oh, it's Lyle's. Lyle's guess. 20.666. 3 races was enough. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, another subscriber. Thank you so much. Oh, dearie me, come on. Does that say Gerard, I think? Gerard, I can't read that name. I really need to think this through to have a screen a bit closer to me, don't I? I'll catch that in just a second. Thank you so much, though. Really appreciate it. If you're on the live stream, please do say hi in the chat. We're hoping that we might potentially, I doubt it, but we might hit 2,000 subscribers tonight. We'll see. Just a bigger screen would do, James, or better eyes. That would better eyes would probably help even more, to be fair. Oh God. Go. Right, it's not been the best, but equally not the worst lap that we've ever done. So far, at least. Right, we're committed to it now. We're too far gone. We can't back out and start another one because we don't have time. So this is going to have to be it. Just as I say that. Just as I say that. Just as I say that. Oh, you dipstick! Commentators curse even during qualifying. How does that happen? Ooh, too far. That's it. It did say Gerard. Oh, there we go. How we doing, buddy? Hope we're all well. Thank you so much for subscribing. Did you just land on the live stream, or did you catch or find us through one of the videos? Welcome, welcome, indeed. Yeah, I won't start too far down. Loads of people without a time, absolutely. Timing is the key to comedy. You're not wrong. Some would say I do it on purpose. Live stream was recommended. Ah, how about that? That'll do. Amazing stuff. A little bit more of that and we'll be laughing. Right. Hopefully this is under an 8:20. 18? 19? 19 and a half. Fair enough. Three spins, that'll do nicely. Oh man, right, we'll take it easy because we're not going to go and try and do... Oh, we will not have time to complete another lap. Let's go for a wonder. Can we go opposite way down the pit lane? No is the answer to that. I thought that was going to let us go there. Have a look in the pit and the garages. Oh, it's missing a trick. I thought it was going to let us drive in. That would have been cool. Oh man. Still 5 seconds quicker. Yeah, well we should have been a little bit quicker than that again, shouldn't we? If we hadn't have binned it with my comedic timing, as Gerard says. DW is the key to comedy. Watched the channel previously, so when YouTube or open YouTube, it was there for me to click on. Oh, amazing stuff! Amazing stuff. Yeah, we've had a few new faces, which is really nice. Where this week's been quite a productive one, which is sort of last week I was looking thinking we didn't manage to get many videos out. I was away on holiday the week before previously as well, so when I did manage to get on to do some of the dailies, those videos as well were then posted very, very late in the week. So then all of a sudden this week's been really busy. A couple of good videos doing well, which is nice to see, and a couple of the manufacturers races, the longer form races from last week as well, all really, really good. So, not too shabby. I tell you what, actually, we might as well, let's just crack on for a little bit around this GP layout. I just want to see how much you can try and push. I think I'm best off in third out of here as well. Clearly not. Clearly not. Not as safe as I thought I was there. With third gear. Yeah, you really got to wait to put the power down until you're away from the kind of off-camber bit where the track joins together. Thing is with this one, like, I don't mind making it a fairly static race and not having any weather or anything like that, even though we've obviously got the ability to do so. I don't mind that, but why not have at least a little bit of a tyre strategy in there? How come I can't drive this car anymore? Oh my god. It's like someone's messed with the setup of this car and now no longer can drive. Tell them to send a direct drive to review. Is Fanatec still going then? Because it went bust. Or they went into liquidation, didn't they? Then I think, did someone else buy the company? So is it actually still going and trading as a business? I'm not too sure what the actual score is with that one. See if we can have a quick look. Polyphony Bug had the setup in the time of the last qualifying lap and this. Because I've seen Fanatec on social. There's a few like stupid little YouTube shorts and stuff that they've done, and then loads of people commenting going, that's all well and good, but like I ordered a wheel from you like 2 years ago, still haven't had it. So they're obviously still going, but still getting a bit of grief. But yeah, I mean, they still seem to be going, saying business as usual by a lot of this stuff on here. Oh, Lyle! Lyle, with the donation there, thank you so much, buddy. I was reading there, I'm guessing it's a typo because you've said we always have food battles, but I'm assuming you mean good battles. Thank you so much, buddy. Absolutely did not need to. But very kind that you have done. Oh, dearie mate. Really got to wait to put the... It does look a bit strange. I'm really not used to seeing the stream set up like that, so when I'm looking through the footage, it is a bit weird seeing this stream look like that. But what do we think overall? Do we find it easy enough to still see what's going on? I know that the text is obviously a lot smaller on the gameplay then, so seeing the lap and the timings and deltas and stuff, is it any good or no? Like, what do people think overall? We've done a couple of races now, so you sort of be able to try and keep track of what's going on. How easy do you find it? Corsair bought the rights. Oh, okay. I'll have to have a little look into it then, see what the score is. Would just like larger text on the chat. Oh, so the bit beneath me here, the live chat beneath me, you think? Well, the problem is that the donations bit on the bottom isn't necessarily making the gameplay any smaller, because the gameplay has to stretch like sort of both ways, not just up and down, if that makes any sense. I'm realising I'm struggling to explain that. Right, we'll jump straight into this one then. P7 as we try and set a quali time, but we bin it halfway around. So we start P7, which is still not too bad. I think most of the people behind us have not set a lap. Try and take a bit of a guess on our braking zone, or where we're going to brake. Oh! Oh! And it's inevitable we get hit into turn 2. Turn 1 doesn't become the issue anymore when you're racing at the Nurburgring. Turn 2 becomes the problem. Right, come on then, P10, we've dropped down, but we can hopefully get back a couple of positions, fingers crossed. We start at P7, we were probably going to aim for a top 6 finish, we just had to be hoping that we kept it on track. Oh, someone's gone, someone's being spun there. They're not going to be too happy with that. Cosmos here. I wouldn't be too happy if I were him. Oh! Oh! He's just gone straight through to absolutely muller somebody there. Oh, we're actually going to make up. Oh, Skittles across the track. We're up to P5 now. The usual lap 1 carnage of the Nordschleifer doesn't even wait until the Nordschleifer. We're not even off the GP loop before everybody ends up off the track and into each other. P5 we go. Rightio. Well, that makes up for the nightmare that we had into turn 2 then, I guess. What a treat. Carnage indeed. Always the case. Always the case. Normally this is Friday night style lobby, that is. Monday night's normally a bit calmer, but I'm not complaining. Right, we're aiming for the podium now then. I think already you can see that people on... I know I sound like a bit of a try-hard when I say people don't take the game seriously, and it is just a racing game. Oh! Oh no, buddy. Oh, he was long gone there. And I know people say they don't take... I know I sound like a bit of a try-hard when I say people don't take the game seriously. But I think that sometimes is the problem. And on a combo like this, it's now not like the 1 hour race that we had, where if you binned it, there was still a chance. 3 laps, realistically, we've already seen with us. We made a couple of mistakes and you're out of the race. So people would rather the carnage for the first lap and then just quit, as we've seen. Thashin, I thought that was you. How we doing, buddy? Hope we're all good. Right, ideally you want to be in a slipstream along the straights like this. No. Right, come on, we're trying to chase the podium. Another new subscriber, thank you so much. Let me check that name in just a second. Unless someone's kind enough to drop it in the chat there, the notification screen. Just a touch too small for me to be able to see. But welcome along, thank you so much. Does that say Mark? I think it says Mark. But my eyesight is so horrifically bad that a screen that far away from me in the tiny little text that Streamlabs shows me it, I have absolutely zero chance. Oh, P3 has gone wide though. Let's stick on it, stick on it. 1.1 is the gap. It does say Mark, I got it right. My eyesight's not as bad as I thought. Welcome along, Mark. Thank you so much, buddy. Really appreciate it. Plenty new faces in tonight, which is amazing. Finally feels like we're actually a YouTube channel. How about that? Right, we want ourselves that podium. Let's keep chasing. Oh, just lifted early enough there. Just lifted early enough. Thank God for that. Let's keep going. We want this podium. 2.8 is the gap. A lot of time lost there. Ah, 3.3, losing a lot of time. Fairly normal on a sector like this, I think, though. Just the nature of this car doesn't quite suit this bit of track, but we should hopefully, depending on what he's driving in, of course, but we should hopefully be able to start catching up fairly soon. No! Not like that, we won't. Come on. Commentator's curse yet again. Working wonders for me in this race, isn't it? Or in this stream. As if I'm running that wide like that. What am I doing? Come on. Right, it does feel like this struggles in the higher speed sectors. You really got to try and work hard. It doesn't want to turn in those medium high speed corners in the way that you want it to, or a way that some of the other Group 3s would. But certainly doesn't want to do it if you've got the power down, because especially in the lower gears it absolutely flies, but it just wants to go in a straight line. Right, that podium is 11.3 seconds up the road. Now, I binned it and created that big gap, but can we close it? Will he make a mistake? Will something happen? Will we get a bit of good luck? We definitely need it in this stream. We've had none so far. .806 from Plivo up front. Look at that. That is just horrendously quick, sickeningly quick. No worries, Jonathan. Catch you back here in a little bit, mate. Gonna do the 10 PM slot. Nice one, buddy. Good stuff. Best of luck for that one. 12.1 for us to the podium here. Can we make it back up? I recommend, Jonathan, if you're unsure on what car to go for, the Merc was a tremendous shout. This BRZ's good as well, but I would say get yourself a bit of practice before you do. Almost lost it there. Right, 11.7. You can see straight away on the straights is where we're losing time. Going to lose a tenth there immediately. At 11.1 the gap. Do we think we'll be able to close? It's whether or not he makes a mistake, really. I would probably say. Try the BMW RCZ and the Supra. Supra is planted in quick in a straight line. Absolutely is, yeah. I struggled with it out of a couple of the corners, though, still. On those hard tyres. Still a little bit of a struggle for me. This BRZ is good. I do recommend it, giving it a go, definitely. BRZ's definitely good through here. I've got to give it credit. .8 the gap. Oh, I lost a bit of time on the exit there. Such a better lap so far. I mean, goes without saying because we haven't binned it yet. Almost. P3's been mega there. Hardly going to manage to catch him in this time. Closed the gap by a couple of seconds though. I think if we were actually racing side by side and I hadn't binned it, and we were still alongside them, we'd been giving them a good battle or a good chase. On this occasion, it's just going to be just a bit too much. P4 is going to be a good result though. Going to be happy with that for sure. P4 it is. I just really wish we had a little bit something else going on in this race. Tell you what though, the race for the lead, look how close that is. 0.2 seconds. You got P3 from the back, John. Nice one. Good result that. We didn't even manage that from P7. Nicely done though, buddy. Nicely done. Oh, well. I would say as far as things go, that's not a bad little stream that we've had there. Really decent. Chevy's epic. Well, we give the we'll be streaming tomorrow night as well, so we'll give the we'll give the Chevy a go. To be fair, we'll see. Might not stream tomorrow night because I'm meant to be going out with Layla, so I probably won't be streaming tomorrow night. But we'll do Wednesday, Thursday if we can as well. Friday definitely. Saturday we'll be streaming anyways because we're doing manufacturers, and then we'll be doing and then we'll do something on Sunday as well, probably as well. We'll see how we get on, but we'll try and get as many as we can in. This race isn't quite as good, I think that's fair to say, as previous Nurburgring races. We've had Nurburgring races where I think it might have been a group 4 and it was just 2 laps. That was still really good because you had to, like, tyres was a real issue, I think, or it was fuel saving that one. That was really good fun. So yeah, I wish we had a little bit more going on, but otherwise still not too bad. But there we go then. In terms of the new stream though, this is probably the setup that we'll move forward with, I think. Let me know if you really don't like it though and we need to do something different, you reckon. Or if you've got any other suggestions on layout. We'll definitely make the chat at the, down there a bit bigger, for sure, so you can see the chat on the screen as well. To be honest with you, I don't normally like seeing the chat on screen on streams, but I did that because then we had a big gap down there, so I was like trying to think of where we what we sort of fill that gap with, really. It's probably worth doing when you're live streaming on like multiple channels. If you're doing YouTube and Twitch, then it's best off having the chat come up on the stream as well, so both platforms can see each other's comments. But yeah, I'll have a little bit of think though. We'll keep tweaking. I'm going to get myself a new lens on this camera, which is all good fun, and then at least that'll be looking even better. Always trying to improve. I think, well, we're not going to hit the 2,000 tonight, but we might hit it either tomorrow or the next night when we're on stream. We've only got 18 more to go. 18. We hit 1,900 only like a day or two ago, a couple of days ago. So really happy with that. We're certainly getting there. I think we're managing. We seem to be averaging about, what are we averaging? 10 new subscribers a day. That's quite cool. Really cool, actually. So yeah, got to be happy with that. Got to be happy with that. Right then, I will catch you all later. We'll see if we manage to get a stream in tomorrow. If not, definitely on Wednesday for another set of these daily races. Hopefully by then, or on that stream, we will hit the 2,000 mark and we can keep pushing on. But thank you so much. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for the donations as well, Jonathan and Lyle. Absolute heroes. Dom, how are we doing? Only gone on one from the back. Oh, there you go, buddy. Nicely done. You managed better than us because we haven't. We couldn't do nothing from the back. There you go. If Dom's streaming now, everybody head over to Dom's channel if he's still streaming now. We're going to be calling it a night over here, so you can head over there for see how it's done properly, I assume. But there we go. Hopefully everyone's enjoyed it though. Thank you once again, all the new faces. If you haven't done so, please do hit the subscribe button. If you haven't done so, please do hit the like button on the stream on the way out as well. And I will catch you all in a little bit. Either tomorrow or Wednesday for the next stream. And I will catch you all later. Toodles!